It's Sunday morning. It's time to check out the hottest selling reserve list cards. That's right. It's the Hot Top 10 Reserve List Edition coming at you every Sunday. Sorry, I'm trying not to wake up everyone in your house with your excitement. All right, guys, stay tuned. It's coming up next. Hi, everyone, and welcome back. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. It's Sunday, and the hottest selling reserve list cards. What can I say? I am MTG Moxman. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are in the world of Magic. You're chilling out and you're having a good time. You got your coffee ready to count down the Yellow Brick Road journey. But before we get started, before I start you at number 10, I want to mention a couple things. The reserve list kind of ebbs and flows, but there's been a lot of cards that have almost made the list this week. And I just want to mention how many dual lands are selling. And that is, I'm just going to name some out, okay? We're going to go with Taiaga, Tundra, Scrubland, Badlands, and of course Underground Sea. Almost all made the cut. They were so close. So just letting you know, there was some good purchasing going on, but not enough to make the list. So now that that's out of the way and you know there's some good sales going on, those big bad boy dual lands, let's go ahead and start at number 10. The Yellow Brick Road is starting off with Lake of the Dead from Alliances at number 10 with 21 sales this week. This card went at one point as high as $300 in early 2021, and it's settled down to less than half that value right now, and people are starting to notice. They're taking the uptick ability and saying, why would I settle for a moderately played one for $250 a year and a bit ago when I can just go ahead, slam 150 clams down US and get myself a near mint copy? And that's what people are starting to do. The average price is $147.49 US. The market price is $134.06 US. €84.70 will slam that card into your house, and here in Canada it's around $180 Canadian to get a near mint copy. Way to go, Lake of the Dead. Your artwork has been iconic literally forever since it was done, and I still use this card in my Eldrazi deck, so way to go. Let's go ahead and pop down to see what's happening on number 9. This week it's going to be Wheel of Fortune hanging in there with 23 sales this week. Now this is a revised edition, and you can see the average price is $390.48 US. The market price is $362.38 US. €225.26 will get that card into your house. Here in Canada, there's only some moderately played copies, and they were $400 Canadian each, and there was a heavily played copy for $300 when I checked locally. This card at one point reached $1,000 for some graded copies. It settled down around that $700 mark, and it's been sliding ever since. It looks like some people, again, are starting to notice that it's just hovering at that price where they can grab it. They're reaching out and saying, you know what? Let me trade in a few cards. Let me put a few bucks down and get myself a copy. Way to go, Wheel of Fortune Revised Edition. Now, number 8 on our journey down to number 1 is Fungal Bloom from Fallen Empires, making a surprising visit again with 26 sales this week. The average price is $3.04 US. The market price is $2.12 US, and it's €2.97 to get this card into your house. Here locally, there are no copies available. This card is sold out right now, and the stores told me they don't even, if they happen to see it, they'll grab it, but it's not on most people's wish list right now. So I'm sorry, Fungal Bloom, you're sitting to the sidelines from Fallen Empires. Let's go ahead and take a look at our number 7 card this week, and that is going to be Didgeridoo from Homelands, hanging in there again for another week. I also noticed that some of the other reserve list Minotaurs, like Anabaya, Ancestor and stuff, and the other one, they've kind of had some sales. They've been some upticks. They didn't make the list, but 10, 12 sales in a week is pretty high for those cards, so they are kind of picking up there just to let people know. The average price is $30.95 US. The market is $28.20 US. €19.57 get that card into your house. And 29 sales this week is pretty respectable. This card is available locally for $45 Canadian near mint. It's a Homelands card worth $45. What else do I need to say? And it's one of those cards that does not drop nearly as much as other cards on the reserve list. This card has bounced around. Look at that graph. It tells you something. This card has got legs. The price is sticking. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 6 this week, and that is going to be Brain Geyser. Revised edition. 33 sales this week. What a surprising little visit from one of my favorite cards. Way to go, Brain Geyser. Again, I only love it because I had it back in the day, and I already have a playset, so I'm very happy with my playset. This isn't one of the cards that I have hundreds of copies of or anything, but I wouldn't turn it down if it came my way. The average price is $31.50 US. The market price is $27.31 US. And it's €22.91 to get this card into your house. At one point, it reached around, what, that $80 mark for a near mint copy. So it's well below that now, making it very affordable for players trying to grab it, or those who grabbed a heavily played copy might be trading it in to go ahead and get themselves and treat themselves to that near mint copy. Way to go, guys. Brain Geyser. Really surprised. Number 5 this week. Contour. Now, this is one of those cards from Fallen Empires that seems to consistently be making this list every month or so. It seems to pop on the list, or every few weeks, and it just, hey, it's got 36 sales this week, which is still pretty high for a lower end Fallen Empires card. But remember, it's that Brainstorm kind of ability where you get to put it out for 2, tap it for 2, and move some cards around. It can be very playable, and it's used almost anywhere because it is an artifact. So it's a cool card. I like it. The average price is $4.99 US. The market price is $5.24 US. And it's €5.78 to get this card into your house. Locally, no copies available. That's right, another card that they just haven't bothered restocking, but they also said none have been offered in the last 30 days. All right, guys, we're going ahead. We're down to number 4, and it is Soul Echo with 39 sales, and it's from Mirage. This is one of those cards I've talked about in the past as a reserve list card that's a lot of fun to play. A little janky, a little bit of sliding action here and there. Just say, have you seen this card before? And you surprise your opponent. It's great in Commander. All right, the average price is $2.88 US. The market price is $2.39 US. Locally, this card is $6 Canadian, and it's €3.10 to get this card into your house. Quite a few sales this week. I wonder if we're going to see a mini buyout happening. It's pretty close to being there already. Let's go ahead and take a look at the number 3 card this week. And here we have Oath of Ghouls from Exodus at number 3 this week. Now, the average price is $8.14 US. That market price, though, was $5.18 US, and it's €6.84 to get that card into your house. 57 sales this week is really high. I've mentioned this card in the past on the channel as one of those grabs you should have, especially before it spiked in mid-2020. I said it was a card to buy. Then it went way over $30, and it's really hit highs. Now it's coming back down to that rock bottom price where people say, you know what? I can spend $6, get like a near mint copy, and just take this card home and have it, put it in a commander deck, have some fun. Exactly. Depending on how you build your janky fun deck, this can throw a wrench into a lot of games for players. So enjoy this card. It's not always there, but when you put it in and build a deck around it, it can be a blast. All right, guys, let's go ahead and continue this journey down the yellow brick road, and that's going to lead us to Soldevi Excavations, and that is from Alliances, with 66 sales from April 8th to the 15th of 2022. Now, the average price is $27.42 US. The market price, though, is $25.08. It's €18.58 to get this card into your house. There are no copies available locally here in Toronto or in the surrounding areas, so you're going to have to go to things like TCG Player. And if you do go there, please make sure you use my link. It helps support the channel. You'll find it in the description of all of my videos. Or you can go to Card Market or some of the bigger things, and eBay has copies, but they are overpriced, so I don't recommend buying there. And of course, go for near mint copies. I'll tell you right now, there is not a lot out there. A lot of the copies I've been receiving recently from things like TCG Player are not near mint. I would consider them lightly played. It's not enough for me to complain about, but it is something for me to recognize and pass on to people that you gotta be willing to lower your expectations a bit, because near mint may not actually be near mint. So be prepared to send it back, be prepared to complain, or just suck it up and accept it. It's the closest we've got right now. So keep your eye out for the truly near mint versions of this card. All right, guys, you've waited. You've made it through the gamut. We're going down now to the top spot. We are at the Emerald City. We have arrived at our last stop on the Yellow Brick Road, and that is going to be Rainbow Veil Fallen Empires at number 1 with 263 sales from the 8th to the 15th of April 2022. The average price is $10.30 US. The market price is $15.89 US. and it's €10.88 to get this card into your house. This card at one point was around that $20 mark. It's dropped down since then, and it looks like players took advantage of that, including myself and some people on my channel, to buy a couple of copies, to fill out a play set, and make sure you've completed at least a set of them for future use. And again, you gotta go for the near mint copies. This was a time when there was no sleeves around, and when we don't play with sleeves, that's when you kind of recognize that the beat up ones are kind of everywhere, but the true near mint ones, they're hard to find. And it's not as if people are opening Fallen Empires anymore. It's been out of print for a while, and the boxes are kind of getting expensive. All right, let's get down to the end. So there you have it, everyone. Your hottest selling cards on the reserve list this week. The Hot Top 10 Reserve List Edition comes to a close. I'm so sorry it ended so soon, but don't worry. You can tune in next week and see which card overtakes first place, which new buy it will happen. This is the place to check it out. Thanks for hanging out with me today. MTG Moxman, I'll see you all tomorrow. Hey, or tonight on the live stream. Big shout out to all my patrons on the channel. You guys rock. Thank you again for so much support you give me each and every day. Those amazing ideas. The way you support the channel cannot be underestimated. Patrons make the world go round.